Okay, so 3, 2, 1.
Wipe your body.
Yeah.
Left hand, right hand, whatever you want. I did think that. Isn't it?
What's that, babe?
It's like, it's a guy who's fallen.
Done a different sort of pasta. Every night they do like a couple of... Here we are on Flamingo Island. How many flamingos have you spotted? So after a strange taxi ride, this is what we get. So it's either one... Hello. So, welcome to the Lollie and Markie show. And this is our sum up of a week-long stay at the Golf Beach Hotel in Djerba, Tunisia, all inclusive. We'll tell you how much it cost us at the very end, if we remember, because I had to tap that in the other day. So we've done a couple of videos. So the first one would just be the full hotel tour. We've done all the food options, although to be fair, the food does kind of change. Dinner and tea, you get a big selection of salads and that.
There's plenty of food choices.
But there's plenty.
Yeah.
And then you get an egg and omelette station in the morning. Fresh bread every.
The baguette is something else. The French, because the French love the bread, so they do amazing bread. Yeah. Because this hotel is predominantly French. I don't say predominantly. I mean, like.
Well, as we sit here on our last night before we come home, we're going home first in the morning. So the amount of English here is Lollie,
Nil pois,
Markie, and that is it. There is no other English. As we turned in on the first day, there was
there was one guy.
Well, there was a couple from England, from London. She was Bulgarian, he was English, and again, his name was
Skiddy.
He's
Skiddy the rapper.
So let's just go through some of the things then. The hotel itself, babe. Just the hotel.
The hotel. Oh, I'm stuck for words, Mark.
Okay, the hotel is small. Well, it's
smallish.
There's
nice enough
size
to do for everyone. It's right on the beach.
It is.
But the beach is not the best beach in the world.
The beach is okay, but the sea, it's just full of sea.
It churns up all the seaweed and the grass, but the beach doesn't get cleaned.
No.
And there was jellyfish. There's jellyfish in all sea, isn't there?
Yeah.
But it's really, what it is when it's churning it in, it's really brown.
Yeah.
And I don't think they have anyone like beach combers or beach cleaners, do they, along the coast from what we've seen.
We put a short on some of the wildlife we saw, because we went for a bit of a walk the other day, only about 10-15 minutes along the beach to the couple of next hotels, and we come across a
massive turtle about this big. I mean, he must have been some age.
Yeah.
And he'd been hit by a jet ski,
we think.
And we were saying to one of the guys in the hotel, and he still believes there's two, but there doesn't seem to be any like wildlife conservation here, what I can see.
No, I have to agree with you there.
But the other animals look well cared for.
Yeah, I mean, there's camel and horse track on the beach, and the animals seem absolutely lovely. But again, I think we said to you in the hotel tour, it's your decision whether you want to do it or not. We're not going to say it's right or wrong.
No.
We just took a decision of looking at the animals and thinking. So, like I said, the hotel, we've done a full hotel tour. Some quite nice things. On the inside, you got the spa and indoor and outdoor, like an indoor-outdoor pool area. The outdoor, it's got it's got a strange pool, split into two halves. One half.
3 halves.
Three. Well, right, there's a children's pit, isn't there?
You've got a children's bit, which is quite small. And then you've got another section, which is about 5 foot, goes from about 5 foot deep, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But they're not in the sun. The main pool is about
10 foot deep.
About 10 foot deep. So it's not like a pool you can play in really or whatever. It's just a pool for swimming.
Yeah, it was a bit disappointing, that bit, but the entertainment crew here.
The entertainment crew, I've got to give them 10 out of 10. But the entertainment is, I mean, the comedy is slapstick, French slapstick is what they love, and that's what they get. And they have dancing from 9, where all the entertainers get everyone up to dance. There's more male entertainers than there is women. There's only one. She's quite bossy.
She is.
But they're all lovely. And then it all just closes off, and everyone goes to for tea together, dinner together, tea together.
It is strange, isn't it? Because they'll start every day about 9:30, and they do a big singing and dancing, and then they do their thing for a couple of hours. Then they all stop for dinner. Then they all start again, and then they all stop again about 6 o'clock, and then we all go upstairs. We start having early drinks, and they'll come up there and do some dancing, what sort of dancing would you call that? Not sort of ballroom dancing, but
well, you've got the 2-step, and then you've got the tango. They don't do the rumba. What else have they got? It's all that kind of dancing that you do, and they learn you. There's dance lessons. They learn you how to dance. But the first thing they say is, "Can you dance?" And it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And it's very formal.
Yeah, quite
in an
very
informal way,
though,
isn't it? It's
it?
very respectful.
And then come about 7, 8 o'clock, they'll shut everything off, so everyone goes downstairs just below us here to the.
And the animation team come with us.
Yeah, and it's the only place I've ever been where the bar staff, animation team, everyone, managers, directors will come with us for meals. They'll sit with us. They'll chat away, or as best they can. So they'll come down, and then come about 9 o'clock. By the time everyone's finished, we all then come up here, and then there's 2 rooms. So you got the main room, which is just here, which they have a bit of entertainment dancing in, and then they have the big room, which is the showtime room, and we have some crazy shows on there, which is best we can say. I would just say that the entertainment and the animation team, very family orientated. If you got little ones and that, it's that sort of humour, that sort of entertainment. Very, very friendly, family orientated. It's not your Blue or anything like that. It's not rude, it's not crude. It's just, that's what it is. And we've loved it all week, and I'm not gonna say it's bad.
It's been hard, hasn't it? Because even though we've enjoyed it so much, everything is in French.
Yeah.
Tonight we joined in the games. We didn't have a clue what was going on, but we still joined in because we're good old British people. We were up on the stage playing all the games. We didn't have a clue what was going on, so it was also like, and some of them tried to explain it the best they could, but a lot of them don't speak English.
Well,
if I could say, just for a second, so anyone who's watched Dirty Dancing, it's like a Dirty Dancing holiday resort.
I've said that all week, haven't you?
Yeah, it really is. It's like, who puts baby in the corner? And then someone will come and get you. Nobody puts baby in the corner. And then get you up to the moringa, but they don't do that. Yeah. It's very much like that. Just goes back in time, which is really nice and chilled and lovely. But for us, we like to be on the road a bit more. So
I think if we'd done 3 nights here, that would have been perfect, and then move on to somewhere. But that's not to say the hotel's not good. It really is good. The all-inclusive's really good. The whole feel of the hotel's really amazing. But for me and they, we like to be a couple of nights, 3 and 4 nights, move on. 3, 4 nights, move on. And we like to do lots of different things. So if anyone's watched the Lanzarote series or Kefalonia series, or predominantly the US series that we've got out at the moment, if you watch that, you'll see how much activity and things we do. Which then brings us back to what have we done whilst we've been here. So taxis are dirt cheap. It costs us €15 from the hotel here. It'll cost us between 15 to 20 to go back. Depends how much we want to
To the
haggle.
airport.
To the airport, yeah. Sorry. We've been to the
Djerbahood.
The Djerbahood, which is excellent. Now the guy, we ordered a taxi to go up there. He said, "I'll cost you €20. I'll stay with you all day," and he did. And we didn't pay him till the end, to be absolutely fair.
And we got lost, and he literally came and found us, which is a good job he did. Because, but he didn't try to have us off.
No.
We haven't felt unsafe at all while
Jump.
we've been here.
And Djerbahood is amazing. It's full of like teenagers who want to flog you a trip. But to be honest,
Don't want to flog you a trip. They want to show you where all the paintings are.
yeah.
But you know what? They live in such like poor conditions. They're just trying to make themselves a few quid.
Yeah.
And if you say no,
They're very good, weren't they?
they were. Yeah, I was surprised. And I didn't feel unsafe.
We tipped the lads, not so we wanted them to do the tour, but just that's what we wanted to do. I'm not sure if you can hear the song in the background, but the mic's picking this up, but it played to frigging death here, whatever the tune is for Tunisia this year. But they'll teach you the dance and all that. Anyway, Djerbahood is well worth a visit. Everyone, well worth a couple of hours. Stop over at a coffee shop as well, have a nice coffee. We picked one out totally random. It was lovely. The artwork was lovely. Totally different. Yeah. We tried to go to the synagogue, but we went the wrong day and it was shut.
Went on a Sunday, didn't we?
Yeah. We went to
Crocodile Park.
Crocodile Park. That was brilliant, wasn't it?
Definitely worth the trip.
Yeah. Well
Honestly,
worth,
you'll be
just-
well surprised
yeah.
when you see it.
Somebody
We
said to
were-
me the other day when I was talking to them about it in my best English French, what else is there other than crocodiles? And there's not a lot different other there, but the way they've got this crocodile set up is amazing. And make sure you go for the feeding time. We got there for the 4:30 feeding time. It was fab, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And again, you can get a pint there if you want. You can get. It wasn't dear. And there's like a couple of different parts. There's like a retail park you walk through, and then the heritage museum, and then the crocodile park. So
Really
it's
good.
really,
Definitely
really
worth
good.
going. We enjoyed it.
Yeah. And then we went on the camel and horse trek. Now I've used Get Me a Guide whilst we've been away because
Get me a trip.
Get me a
Guide,
no, Guide Me a Trip. Anyway, I'll drop the links in. And when we were in Morocco last year, they were brilliant. The trip we picked with them with the camels were fantastic. So we had a couple of choices, and we went for this camel and, geez, that song do me head in. That camel and horse trek along the Blue Lagoon. Well, it was exactly what it said in the paper. We had a camel and a horse there, and a camel and a horse back.
So we did think we were going to get a choice. You could either ride a camel, a horse, or the
Carriage.
carriage, which looked really good. And we just got one horse, one guide, and one camel.
Yeah.
He took us in some weird and wonderful.
I mean, that was really interesting, that bit, wasn't it? Looking in the back
It
streets.
was, but I mean, we went through all these back streets, and then there you go, Mark's riding a camel round a roundabout.
Yeah.
Which was kind of strange.
It was just mental. Now, there is another company just down the road called Djerba Activities. Now, they had a picture of them riding through the horses riding through the Blue Lagoon, which is what we really wanted to do.
We actually saw them doing it on the way back from ours, didn't we?
We did,
So.
and it was just like that's what we want to do. But you pick your plums, so to speak, don't you?
It was a bit windy yesterday, and as we were doing the horse riding and camel riding, I got sand in my eyes.
Yeah.
My eyes have been so sore.
Yeah. But it was only
So
cheap.
forgive me for rubbing them.
So I think we won the Gator
We
Park,
did.
the Crocodile Park. To be honest, if we hadn't won it, we wouldn't have gone and we would have been missed out. But I think it's only about 15 quid each. The Gator Park, the camel nut was about 20 quid each. And then we also did a pirate ship to Flamingo Island. I would say Flamingo Island itself was stunning. Everything else about the trip was dire. I don't think the boat was particularly much piratey. I don't think it, again, we were the only two English on it. And again, we weren't even including the announcements that went around. Flamingo Island is stunning, but again, as soon as you get off the boat, you are just met with...
it's quite a bit of a trek to the lagoon, or what's it called, the island?
Flamingo Island.
Flamingo Island. So you get off the boat, but then you've got to walk. How far more?
About 1,000 metres.
No, it's not far for us, but it would be for someone with little ones or...
Yeah.
And then when you actually get there, there's like, you've got the camel rides and you've got the horse and carts and stuff like that, and quads, and they will taxi you down to Flamingo Island. But if you weren't expecting that hidden cost, then there you go. Then when you actually get there, there's sunbeds, no shops, nobody to get water or anything else, so you're sort of like,
You got to pay for your sunbeds.
You got to pay for your sunbeds. There was a little man that went round with some...
Well, there was a man who went around with waters, there was a man who went around selling fags, and there was a man who went around with a hawk on his hand that you could do that. There was also more camel rides on the beach. It was just... I know they're trying to make money. I know it's a poor country and everyone's an entrepreneur. But, at the same time, we just wanted to go there and enjoy the experience.
But they should actually tell you that you've got to add that into the price.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then when they had like a bit of a, when we sat down for the meal, which was, it was okay.
It was
a bit
okay,
of
nothing
couscous
special,
and
yeah.
a chicken kebab,
Yeah.
some nice bread.
There's the big show.
Everyone sat in a circle and like the animation team done like a show, which again was all in French.
Yeah.
And they didn't allocate for us at all, so we didn't have a clue what was going on.
Well, again, I think we were the only two English on the trip.
Yeah.
So, you know what? I know we've just opened flights direct from Manchester to Djerba every Friday on EasyJet, which is what we've used. I would say it's a really lovely, chilled holiday, family friendly. The
Very
taxis,
sedate, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's got a good vibe.
That's
But if
into-
you're like, whoa, and,
Yeah.
and a line dancing, kind of line dancing, you have to two-stepping.
Yeah.
If you like doing that every single night,
It is,
then come.
it is a lot of this. The food's lovely, the pools are okay, the site you would have seen our full walk around. Would we come back again? No, I'm sorry to say we wouldn't, but that's only because...
Could I just throw something else
Go
in?
on, of course you can.
I'm falling asleep. They don't start their air conditioning until June.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that.
Oh, now last night or the night before, it
It
hit
was 33 degrees.
33 degrees, and it's been warm all week, but it was 33 degrees, no air conditioning at all, and come night time, oh my god, I thought I was going to boil in my own skin. It was awful. But there's nothing they can do because it doesn't start. They don't set anyone's up until June, so that's probably another reason I wouldn't come back.
Yeah, but like I said, I think we've been talking tonight, and what we should have really done is done like 3 or 4 nights here and 3 or 4 nights somewhere else, just to break it up a bit. I mean, the team's amazing, the animation team's lovely. They all know us by name.
Barman.
Barman's
They've made
lovely.
the place, haven't they?
Yeah,
They've made the place.
Tipping's a strange thing. I would tip them because they are on a big wage. €250 per month. The top entertainers on. Bar staff on a bit less now, about €200. So if you give them €5 start of the week, you think, wow. The problem is they sort of then expect it. So if I was you, 10 dinar, 10 Tunisian dinar, give that per night. If you give that per night, then that would be about, I think 10 dinar is about £2.50. So there you go. So
We were giving them €5 first couple of days.
and we don't mind that.
We don't mind.
But then because I didn't have it, the problem is because you can't take dinar out of the country. I was trying to keep hold of the euros. Anyway, it was been okay, but they noticed.
Good God, I apologise.
We've been for a spa as well today and shave and hair.
Oh, and my hair
So-
done, but it's been blowing a gale this evening, isn't it?
Yeah, the spa is very strange. Again, it was cheap. It was €800 for the 2 of us for 3 treatments. That was a scrub, mud bath, and then a massage.
The massage was
The
amazing.
massage was fantastic.
I'd have paid that just for the massage.
But they did have us in and out, so very strange.
Well, I think what it was he comes around, doesn't he? He goes everywhere, and he's like, anyone want a massage? And they kind of hound you a bit, don't they? So anyway, we booked this massage. When we went today, because we said we'll have it on the last day.
It was a bit chaotic,
we'll go home
wasn't
all
it?
fresh. And I don't think we were actually booked in.
Yeah, he had us on tomorrow, didn't he?
He had us on tomorrow, and we were like, well, we'll fly home tomorrow, so what are you going to do? Well, he didn't want to give us our money back, did he? So he like sort of
the
thrown
squeeze
us in.
was in.
So the handman scrub was quite funny because we were like on a conveyor belt. It was only one woman, bless her heart, and little tiny shower cubicles. It was kind of strange, actually. It wasn't really. It was not zen anyway.
Yeah. Well, the massage was.
But the massage was fabulous. Yeah, really enjoyed the massage. Yeah.
But like I said, we wouldn't come back again. But we're not going to give it a bad rating. We're just saying we've done it. We've been there. There's not much else here for the pair of us.
Yeah.
But I would definitely say if you wanted something a bit different than Turkey, a bit more intimate and a bit more friendly than the Turkish 5-star ones, give Tunisia a real good go.
They actually make you feel like family.
Yeah, they do.
But it's just, all of them do. So I can't knock them. So I am going to give this hotel a good rating. It's just that when you're the only two English people here and the commentary, the dance, the song,
and we should learn French.
Everything. Yeah, we should.
We're not blaming anyone. No, we've come to a different country.
Yeah, the French were lovely. I mean, the way of life is lovely.
Yeah.
The way they holiday is lovely. Totally different than the Brits.
Bottle of wine on your table every day.
Bottle of wine, dinner time.
Fresh baguette.
Sit there, chill with the baguette and the wine.
Right, okay, so let's sum this up then. So, let's go through this. Pirate ship, 8 out of 10.
I'm going to give that 5.
Okay. Crocodile Park out of 10.
I'm going to give that 10.
Horse and carriage.
Oh, for God's sake.
Horse and camel.
Do you know what? The guy was lovely as well, wasn't he?
He was.
But it was quite poor. I'll give it a 6.
6. Djerbahood.
The Djerbahood was amazing, actually. Get yourself down there, it's proper different. I'm going to give that 10.
Okay. And animation team.
Animation team, I'm going to give them 10.
10. Food.
Food, I'm going to give a 9.
9. Drink, general drink all across the area. The pool bars, the beach bar.
Well, you can't get alcohol at the beach bar. I don't think they want anyone swimming while they're influenced on alcohol, even though you could just walk across, but it's a good idea. So, there's one little gripe. So, they don't have any brandy. And I'm a brandy drinker. So I've been on wine all week.
They do big. I had one vodka. I like my vodka.
Yeah.
I had one vodka. I couldn't drink it. The rest.
I've had a couple of cocktails.
Cocktails been what?
They've been all right.
So
quite
drink,
sweet on
score.
Drink. Oh, the wine was really nice. So what do you think? It was nice French wine.
We've had a magnificent waiter as well all week.
We really have. He's been the best. Sugar lumps. Because I haven't got my brandy. I'll give it an 8.
8.
Yeah, 18 for
The pool.
The pool, I'm only going to give a 5.
Too deep,
It
wasn't
was
it?
too deep
For a fun pool.
for a fun pool. And even though, well, one part's in the sun, the other's not. But it's cold, even in 33 degrees. I don't know why that is. But once you're in it, it's not too bad, is it? But
so then we've got the activities here, which is pools. They do a load of activities around the pool. They do mini golf here.
yeah, you have step aerobics, you have yoga, you have water aerobics, you'd have silly games like musical chairs for adults. It really is, you do have some fun things. They have the bowls, or French bowls, is it? So, animation team, yeah, 10. Got to give them a 10. They work so hard.
Yeah.
The room.
That song again. It's going on again.
It's constantly.
Constant.
I love the French accent. It's all very sweet. But But after a week, oh my good God, get me home.
Okay, the room.
The room, I'm only going to give 5.
Yeah, the beds are okay, very light cover. The biggest issue, other than the air conditioning with the room, was
It's so dark and dull. The bathroom,
we've got more light out here with this light here than we have in the bathroom. The
it's
bathroom
just so
dark and dingy.
dull. And Christ almighty, try and put a bit of makeup on and you've got no chance. I have to come out here and sit under the veranda lights to put a bit of makeup on. And that's even in the daytime. That's how dark it is.
Okay, and then reception was all right. Nothing much to say about that.
The bellboy was lovely.
Bellboy's lovely. Yeah. So I think we've done everywhere now. So I suppose, as a whole thing, Tunisia, what would you score it?
I'm going to give Tunisia a 7.
I have to agree with all your scores tonight. Actually, yeah, I can't disagree. I think Tunisia's been. Didn't know what to expect. We'd been to. I've got hiccups now. Been to Morocco last year, and Morocco was lovely. I would say if you wanted a all-inclusive beach resort holiday, you didn't want to go off-site much, more than the odd thing, this is amazing. If you wanted just a hotel and be able to sort of have a more continental holiday, bars, restaurants, nightclubs, Agadir, where we went last year, Morocco was fantastic for that.
But wait until we tell you how much we charge.
Oh, yeah.
We charge.
We charge.
Tell you, we're both absolutely cream cracker because we're not getting much sleep with no aircon. So we do apologise.
So how much did we pay for this week?
We paid from Manchester Airport to Tunisia, Djerba. We paid £759 for the both of us.
We did.
Have we had our money's worth? Yes, we have.
Yeah, we bought, for those that were interested, we bought £520 spends, and we're going to be taking home probably about a good £100 and odd back home. And really, all we spent it on is tips. They were going to be absolutely honest, haven't we?
Tips, taxis,
spa,
hairdo, wet shave.
We've had a shave and hair tonight. She was quite cruel with
spa,
this, with the shave.
We bought Tunisian dress. Yeah, so.
But it is totally different to Turkey in terms of you eat with everyone, the bar staff, the entertainment team, you name it. But they're set times and they are so chilled, and it's just wonderful. It's just totally different experience than what Turkey does. And I'm not trying to say Turkey's better or worse, or Tunisia is better or worse. It's just totally different. So I think
on that note,
if you've watched it to here, fantastic.
Well done. Well done for keeping up with us.
Please subscribe, like as well. That's really important.
Like, subscribe, press that little notification button. It's absolutely free.
But if you did want to give us a bit more commitment to the growth of the channel, we have a PayPal and a Buy Me a Coffee, and we'd really appreciate that.
But most of all, we'd like a subscription.
We would. Comment below, because we read every single comment. If you've been here or been to another resort in TG, let us know.
I don't think you're ties. I think yours is a bottle of wine you've just had.
I might just, yeah. So I think we'll come back.
I think our livers need to boil.
Yeah. So we go home in the morning, and I think on that point, have you got anything else to say, babe, other than my hiccups?
From the Lollie and Markie Show.